So here's my 2009 Audi A4 B8. Having a problem when I unlock the car. Door doesn't unlock. See, the back's still locked at this point, and then if I double unlock, still driver's door doesn't open. Rear one does, and this is what I have to do in order to get into my own car. Sit in the back seat, reach forward, unlock from the front, and then obviously get into my own car. Now, once this is unlocked, the actual locking mechanism, I can close it and open it and close it, what have you. When I'm inside the car, as an example, now I can lock it, and obviously it'll unlock from the inside, but if I put the window down,
waiting for pairing.
So if I lock from the inside and then try to open from the outside, it doesn't. Of course, if I unlock it, still doesn't unlock, and that is because the door lock actuator is frozen, broken, the grease is stiffened up, or whatever it may be. So let's have a look at changing it. Now, to remove the actual door panel, we have to pry this off, and we have to pry this off. I have a selection of kind of little soft plastic prying tools bought from eBay, couple of quid. I bought these probably 10 years ago, and they're still going strong. You can use a screwdriver, but with a screwdriver you may find that you damage something. So let's start getting these, like I say, that panel and that panel off. So with the smallest, started off at this end, just got down the top, and you see it's just popped off, and I'll work my way along now. So that's it off. As you can see, it's just, you know, these just push back on, so just try and safely pry it off however you can. Let's move on to the next one. Right, with this lower piece, you see, gone with a flat one in this edge and pried it down, and this whole thing then just pops off from underneath and it comes down. Yeah. Right, so it's a T20 that we use to remove this one, and then the two from, you see that one there, and there's another one underneath there. There is one more bolt right underneath here, just along there. So yeah, remove that fifth one too. Now that all four screws are removed, the actual door panel is just kind of pushed on by tabs. Now again, I'm going to use my handy little plastic pry bars to start picking it up, but really you should be able to just do this by hand. Just pull it off nice and gentle. Don't pull it all the way off, because of course there's going to be some electrical connectors to unplug to. Once the door panel's all pulled off, you see here, you then just lift it up. Basically there's a channel across the top here, just lift it up from there and then start connecting start disconnecting the electrical parts. Right, with the panel just loosely sitting here, we can see what we need to remove. We've got an electrical connection here, and then we've got the door handle here, so we'll take both of those off now. Now with the door card removed, we can move this out of the way and then get to the door lock. This is the replacement door lock actuator. So we'll have 2 bolts going into the end there and 1 electric connector. To remove the 2 door bolts here, it's a 8mm star key, so I'm just going to remove these. Now with those removed, the lock is loose inside. It's got the electrical connector. I've got big hands, so I can't actually get my hand in because of this bar in the way. Now this bar has got a bolt at the top and a Torx at the bottom. I'm hopefully not going to need to remove the bolt, but what I'm going to plan to do is remove the Torx from the bottom, and then hopefully I can just move this bar out of the way to allow me easy access to remove this door lock actuator. So that's a T30 Torx on this bar here, and as you can see, just remove the bottom just so I can move it out of the way, which allows me access. I've also removed this panel because this was in the way. It was just held on by this grommet, so literally push the grommet through and out the way it goes. So now I'm going to remove the electrical connector, as we know from the replacement, and it's going to have a tab on it, and then it's just pull it off, and then with that the whole thing should just come straight through this gap. Now on the original Audi one, there is an additional T20 Torx here. As I'm reaching through, you can see that that Torx is moving. Doesn't appear to be on the repro, so hopefully I've got the right one. Now I've managed to wiggle this all the way out. Hopefully I can reuse this on the repro, and now I can unplug a couple of bits here. Right, so comparing new to old, now it seems like I've got to transfer a few things over. Basically this plastic bit here, which into here, that's where the other T20 Torx went, so we can keep that. Obviously unclip from here and then reclip that part there. We've got to undo that bit. This just twists, pops out, twist back in there, pops back in there. Obviously got the electrical connector there, put that on there, and then from this side you got this part here, and then to put it in that part there. So let's get to that. Right, so that's everything switched over, relatively easy. There's the old one, all gunked up. Basically the grease or springs inside this, just over time, it's 10 years old, just start to fail, hence the new one. So let's massage this back into place, start buttoning it up. Now when putting this back in, see that there? You need to make sure that that guides its way back into here. Let's see, it needs to go down into that part there. So a bit fidgety, you get done. Right, you know that bit I said, just push that in. It's not as easy as I'd hoped. So this is what we're going to do. around here. You'll have a grommet. Pull this off. You got the T20 Torx. Undo it until it as far as it goes, and then you then just basically push it. You push it in. That releases the lock, and then you pull this out, which is this. So this is the bit we were trying to guide in earlier, right? So now we can get the actual door lock actuator in, and then this we'll just push this back on, button this bit up. Right, so we've got that Torx in, these 8mm in, obviously lock lines up. You can now see that yellow bit, which this has got to connect into, so let's button this back up. So once you just push that back in, you tighten. God, this won't focus. That back up. Test the door, make sure it is now. I can hear it unlocking and locking, so that works. Now it's just a case of putting everything back on and doing everything back up. Well, actually, before I do it all back up, let's just make sure this thing works. So, door actually closes. Door, so no problems there. Door actually. Yeah. Now the big test. Let's lock it. Locked. Unlock. Yes. Thrilled to have this back normal. Right, let's get back to putting it back together. Right, so I put the T30 back in the bottom of this support. Put the grommet back on, this cover back on, put the grommet back at the top, back at the bottom. Then I'm going to bring the door card around, connect up the door handle, and then plug back in the wiring harness. Right, so that's the wiring harness plugged in, the door handle put back on. Remember to lift it up, seat it there first, and then we're going to push it around all the clips. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and where are you? 5. All buttoned up. Now I'm just going to put the trim pieces back on. And there we have it all packed together. Locked. Unlocked. Lovely job. Bloody driver's or passenger side's gone now. That's for next weekend.